Welcome to Virginia. This is where Virginia is located. It is in between Maryland and North Carolina. Okay, these are Virginia timeline. So I'm going to tell you about the most important stuff about Virginia. Okay, Wampanoag units 32 Powhatans in 1600. 1602 Captain Barlow, Goldie Barlow, and Gilbert and Gabriel. In 1606, Virginia's company formed in England, sends colony to English Virginia's colony in 1606. In 1607, first permanent England's colony in North America, first located in Jamestown. In 1612, John Rolfe planted the first Spanish tobacco. In 1619, House of Burgesses met for the first time. Governor yearly holds the first meeting in Virginia, able the first American slaves in 1619. 1754, French and India War began in 9 years ago. In 1755, America's Revolution began. In 1776, Virginia colonies Declaration of Independence began.
This is Virginia's state flag. It's just what represents Virginia for who they are.
Daily life. Children would help with work, so it made the parents' jobs very easy. When children would turn 14, they would become apprentices, and their jobs in Virginia had to either be a silversmith, a hunter, or a blacksmith. And the clothing the girls wore was nice long dresses with a hat that goes around the entire head with a strap. The girls did not wear any pants or shorts. The more rich you are, the fancier and most fashionable you get. The girls sometimes wore a hoop skirt to make your dress pop. The boys' clothes, the men usually wore a vest with a long white shirt under it to show they are fancy. The men mostly wore black pants with the vest and shirts to look suitable for a man. The fancier the men wore gloves, big in length, boots, and a white shirt under a gray or black coat that can button up to the top and to the bottom.
Jobs. There are many jobs, including potters, glass blower, tailors, and barbers, and blacksmiths. Tailors sometimes sat by the windows to have the advance of needing light. The main jobs of Virginia are barbers, carpeting, and blacksmiths. Indentured servants worked most jobs during the 1600s. The farmers had to plant lots of food, including tobacco, corn, rice, and wheat. The farmers also had to plant supplies such as indigo and coffee. This is a image of their field and their crops.
So the schooling back in Virginia, for the schooling, the kids that were bad, they have been punished. They would be either whipped or paddled, or another way of being punished. The kids, they would be sent outside to get a stick. The kids, they split the stick like a banana, and they would have to wear the stick on their nose for being bad, and they'd have to wear it till the teacher said they could take it off. The kids, they were taught by either us, the parents, or private teachers. The kids that did go to school learned from a book called a horn book. It had all the information that they need. The kids also had to learn a trade taught by their father, so they could continue his job once they get older. They were usually learning the trade and going to school, but some didn't because it was just too much work for them. The schools were generally small. They were usually only a one classroom school. The animals in the farming, there are many animals that live on the farm, including cattle, cows, horses, pigs, and chickens. Food that the animals needed, the settlers would get. Like, they would get hay, they had grass, mud, and seeds. They also hunted animals such as deer, turkeys, and rabbit.
Food. The Johnny Cakes is a famous dessert for everybody. People who live by the shore could fish for whales and fish. Farmers had the advantage for wheat, bakery, corn, rice, and tobacco to eat. The settlers also had chickens, pigs, and cows to get their dairy. They also have apple trees and rows of food to make themselves something. They hunt, they farm, then make into something that they could eat. The settlers hunt deer, rabbit, and wild turkey. When they could collect food, they usually brought into a food market or a fish market to also get money. When they got corn, they also turned it into cornbread and cornmeal mush.
Wide variety of climates from one part of the colony to the other. Summers near tidewater and warm. Summers near tidewater and warm but humid. The mountains' temperature in the summer are pleasantly cool. Tidewater winters have an average range of 10 inches of rainfall and snowfall. Mountains' average range is about 25 inches in the winter. The summers in Virginia are usually sticky due to our water by our shores. Virginia has 5 climate regions: Tidewater, Piedmont, Northern Virginia, Western Mountain, and Southwestern Mountain. Virginia's weather is not too hot, not too cold. It is considered humid. The air is cooler with less humidity in the mountains.
So the history of our state, colony, the settlers first came with Captain John Smith to find gold for the Queen in England. The House of Burgesses was formed in 1619 by 22 English property owners. The King of England tried to crown Powhatan as a prince. Captain Newport, even though the old man resisted, he crowned the chief. The earliest native people arrived between 10,000 and 12,000 years ago in Virginia. All 104 settlers on the boat to Virginia were men. The settlers sailed 60 miles up the James River, as they called it, to get to the first settling area, tobacco. Tobacco was one of the most important crops. It was also one of the ways to make a profit. Also, Jamestown shipped 2,500 pounds of tobacco to England. It took between 2 to 3 months to get to Virginia from England. And also, there was edible landscaping. Edible landscaping was one of the first nurseries to ship potted, low-maintenance edibles. Virginia has spent many years grafting, growing, and testing varieties of over 100. These edible landscapes look beautiful in your backyard if you're willing to plant a really easy plant. And we hope you decide to come to Virginia.